What's up, everyone? Y'all know what it is. It's the Allen Powell Show, first show of the year. Technology is trying to do a number on us, but we finally got this thing cracking, man. Lots to discuss. We got NFL playoffs coming this weekend. We had a college football championship game we want to discuss. And also, we got the Bears got the number one pick in NFL draft. This is the first time in my lifetime we never had this. So it's something to talk about, something to discuss, what they're going to do with it. Y'all come in, y'all chime in, comment, and get ready to lock and load. Let's go.
Allen Powell. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Thank y'all for joining us on a Tuesday edition of the Allen Powell Show, the first show of the year. We are back better than ever. I got a great panel lined up for y'all, a lot to discuss. I want to first bring on, since we got NFL playoffs jumping off, I got the OG NFL brat herself is in the building. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. Long time.
And it's been a long time. It's definitely been a long time. I'm glad you're back. Playoffs are here. So with that being said, I got the number one seed, the fan of the number one seed in the AFC in the building. Mike Miller in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's up, baby? What's the deal?
I know y'all don't have a game this week, but I still got some questions to ask you, and I definitely gonna need you back next week once we know the opponent that y'all got. So
yeah, for sure.
And last but not least, the Bears got the number one pick, and I had to bring a diehard Bears fan like me in the building. Mr. Victor LeBron, thank you, brother.
Yo, what up, team? Happy New Year, everybody. God bless. What up?
Got a lot to discuss, but before we get into all of that, man, I first want to get into the college championship. Georgia beat the brakes off of TCU 65-7. Mike, I seen you post. You said I wish you would have scratched him or something.
Man,
what was your thoughts about the game, man? I didn't even finish watching. I turned it off super early. What are your thoughts about the game?
oh yeah, the game. Yeah, I definitely turned it off. Like I said, I ended up watching the movie, man. It was just from the start, man. You could just tell that Georgia was just clearly better than TCU. I mean, I didn't think TCU was gonna win the game, but like I said, I thought maybe keep it by 10, maybe even 14 points. But them boys got ran out the gym. Like at halftime, man, first quarter it was over. Like, and then really a blown assignment, man. They wouldn't have scored. That's what happened. You give up 7 points. I mean, my God, them boys they was out of sync. I think Georgia was just too much for them.
I came to work, and one of my guys said, man, TCU had never been in that game.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna go that far.
He said they didn't belong in the game, and it made me start to think of, because TCU is still a smaller school. It's still a smaller school, even though they went to the Big 12. They came from the Mountain West Conference USA, so they still not as big as Big 10, SEC, those type of teams. But it made me think, like, the playoffs is going to be expanding.
It needs to be.
It was a lot of fuss. It was a lot of fuss about little schools getting opportunities, like the NCAA basketball. And with this outcome like this, does that change the mindset? Like, no, y'all need to stay in y'all place. Rhonda, you watch a lot of college football. I know you a big Ohio State fan. What do you think about the smaller schools and what happened in this national championship game?
This is the thing. The flukes that the smaller schools excel against larger schools is such a small in football versus basketball. In basketball, it makes sense. There's a very strong possibility that there are anywhere from 5 to 10 dogs that could be playing at Loyola or don't know, University of Arkansas, Little Rock, or, and they could come together and they could beat a power team. You know what I mean? It's just that,
It happens
there's
year in and year out. You're right.
right, exactly. You have street ball. People have seen street ball players playing in street ball games and saying that boy is better than Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And he just imported so that can happen. It's totally different when we talk about 11 on 11 strapping up and getting on that green. It's a totally different game. It's like an 18-year-old boy. I don't care how bad he is, Maurice Claret included, cannot play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a different kind of game. So I was thinking that when TCU did what they did to Michigan, I was quite overjoyed. I was like, oh well, maybe I was like everybody else. I'm like, okay, TCU, I see you, because I didn't think they were a bad team at all. I thought, they were good and very well rounded, like defense, offense, special teams, everything. So when I saw that, and I didn't watch a lot of Michigan games, when I saw that game, I was like, oh, TCU might, be the truth. And then last night happened. I was like, I felt so sorry for them babies. I was like, it looked like they were playing a high school team. Like that.
Yeah. A lot of people said that. Vic, I know you follow college football as well, man. What are your thoughts about what happened last night? And just tell me your thoughts.
I was expecting a blowout, but not 65 points. That's my thoughts, plain and simple. Yeah, I was expecting a blowout. I was expecting 65-7.
Do y'all like the expansion of the playoffs? I think they're trying to get to 12 teams. I like it because I think you would get these out the way earlier, and you would get the best teams at the end. What are y'all thoughts about it expanding to 12 teams? I still like the TCUs and even smaller schools getting a chance to play, and if they get blew out, get them out early where it won't be the final game and it's a blowout like that.
One thing I would say about I like the idea. I like the idea only because NIL is now a thing. Now that NIL is a thing, I don't have a problem with it as much. Before, when NIL wasn't a thing, I'm like, you know what? Y'all, these babies are playing too much football. They need to end this season so they can go on and do whatever they want to do. Whether they're going to the NFL, whether they're going to the CFL, XFL, well, they need to go on. It's too much for that. But not with the NFL and NIL on the table. I don't have as much issue with it as I did before.
Got you. Vic, what you think about the expansion of 12 teams? Do you still like the little schools getting the chance to play?
I do. Yeah, I absolutely do.
And because I think like the NCAA basketball, you get them Cinderella teams, and it's gonna help them schools in the end to build their brand and bring more parity, in my opinion.
Yeah, the reason that I do though, bro, is like you said though, it gives other schools a chance to come up and make a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And get their names on the national stage instead of all the time being Alabama and the Georgias and Ohio States and all these teams. It's kind of good seeing the TCU in there. It was. I mean, they got blown up. It's kind of good seeing a TCU in there.
Bro, that was so bad. I've never seen a blowout that. And I think it's history. Go ahead, Rhonda.
I didn't interrupt for one moment because KC knows me, and y'all know I'm a diehard Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
Right? So I know y'all see what I have on. And I do have to let you all know I lost the bet, and I'm honoring my bet. Okay.
I sure was wondering why you had that Georgia on.
And look,
I was gonna get to it in a minute.
So look.
Hey, that's what's up. I like that. Hey, you warmed it up to your bet. I like that.
The shirt say hunker down. Hunker down. That is incredible.
Mike, I think that's you. You got some background noise going on, man. Some background noise. I don't know.
Is it echo or is it the boys?
I think it's the boys, but it's not. It's like an echo with it. It ain't just like normal sound. Like, but don't worry about it.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch these headphones. It could be headphones. Give me 1 second.
But we're gonna get rid of this game, man. Cause it wasn't really nothing to talk about. Georgia beat the brakes off of them, man. I want to get to the fact that
do you think it's better?
go ahead.
But do you think it's better to get beat by 60 points or to lose by 1? Like, loss is a loss, but
I think it's easier to deal with a blowout because you don't have to look about what I could have done. Like, it wasn't nothing they could do about that. You know what I'm saying?
okay, that's the way.
Hey, bro, I kind of look at it a little differently, man. I don't want to be associated with that getting my butt beat 65-7. Like, I get what you said, but man, just take that rest of your life with you, man. It's like, man, that's a rough.
Hard. That's hard.
It is, yeah, that's a rough.
Yeah, that's tough, but that lets you know you wasn't even in the same class. Like, you didn't have no chance. But
I thought I was. Like 60 minutes ago, I thought I was.
That is absolutely the case, though, bro. So that's just the truth. So you wouldn't know. Like, I get what you're saying. That's the truth.
like,
That was a mismatch. That was the mismatch of mismatches.
yeah, because if you lose by 1, everybody looking like, man, if I would have made this play, I could have changed it, or we was this close. And I'm talking about you'll probably lose sleep. You probably lose sleep if you lose by 1. You ain't getting no sleep. You ain't getting no sleep because you still thinking about the game.
You went head to head with the defending national champions and gave them everything you had, and then you fell just that short. Not to say that you went head to head with them, but they sent you back to the crib, man. They outscored you by 59 points. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mike, before we move on, he done went out. He done went out. Because I definitely want to hear what he would have said. Because that's a great question to ask. Whether to get beat by 1 or get beat down like that. I guess the first thing that popped in my head, 65-7, we ain't had no chance. Hey, we got a lot to do. Let's go to the off season. Let's figure it out. So,
This brother is good over here.
I can see that. I can see that, bro.
okay, let me see if I can get him in real quick. Mike, can you hear us good?
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is the echo gone?
Yes.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, I think it was those other headphones.
Okay. So Rhonda asked the question: would you rather get beat by 1 or get beat 65-7? Which one would you rather do if you was gonna get beat?
Boy, that's tough. I don't want to get beat.
Which one is worse?
Man, I say getting beat by 1 is worse because you're so close. At least at 65, you like it's already over with. I can start planning for next year.
Same thing I said.
I can plan for the next game, but that beat by 1, boy, that's tough.
That's what I'm saying. You lose by 1, you definitely ain't getting sleep, probably for the whole week.
You was right because you was right there.
Right.
You all on the field. And you lost.
You ain't no sleep now. The number 65 gonna haunt you for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life. Ain't nobody talking about us right now. Ain't nobody talking about Ohio State. Like, they lost by 1 point. Noah Ruggles didn't get. No one's saying that. What they're saying is TCU got ran up out of LA. Somebody was like, well,
that's just the first thing that happened. If they both would have played on the same time, the same day, they both would have been talked about. Because Ohio State is first of all, Ohio State is bigger than TCU. So it's a bigger name already. So they definitely would have been talking about that 1 point game.
I mean to go back
I'm good.
to go back to the other the other playoff games. I mean, Ohio State had opportunities to win that game, right?
Yeah.
And they blew those opportunities. Okay, so you got to give credit to Georgia, right? They battled back. That was just a great game. Now on the other side, a lot of people say TCU shouldn't have been there. Well, Michigan should have handled business. Right. Michigan should have handled business. Like Michigan is supposed to be a top dog. Yeah, I think they had a lot of energy in that Ohio State game. They won that, and they felt like you're not supposed to work no more. They didn't work no more. They came into TCU and they got outplayed. They got outcoached. They probably was the better team.
I call them missed again, not Michigan. Missed again.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you got to give credit to TCU. Like they handled their business. Michigan, I put it all on Michigan. Michigan didn't handle their business. They thought that they was just supposed. Maybe they even looked ahead to Georgia or just going to the national championship game, and they didn't focus on that game. You know, what I'm saying, that game intact. So I blame Michigan for that. You know, TCU. Hey, I just thought they would have, you know, put up a little fight, but
let's be done with this game. It was a beatdown. I want to get to some positive news. Let me say this: the Bears was 3-14, but this is the most positive 3-14 I've ever, optimistic 3-14 I've ever felt in my life. It was a lot of close losses, and we end up with the #1 overall pick because Houston did the dummy. I don't know if the dummy was helping us or what happened. The dude, I don't know if y'all seen him play. Dude just missed. I wish I would have had. I should have made a clip of the dude. I don't know how he just missed jump and let dude get the touchdown. But long story short, the Bears end up getting the #1 pick, and now the question is, what do you do with that #1 pick? Vic, you are a diehard Bears fan like I am. I'm coming to you first because it's a lot of storylines, a lot of rumors. And I even seen your post on your page of who got picks and who can trade this and that. But they even said they even mentioned possibly on ESPN they talk Mike Tannenbaum talking about he would trade Justin Fields, and I got a press conference of Ryan Poles and what he said, and we can dissect that. But Vic, what should the Bears do with the #1 overall pick?
See what they can get for it, baby. Get a king's ransom. Like, man, go reach out to some teams that's thirsty for a quarterback and like one of those guys a lot. See if you can get a first rounder this year, one next year, the second round or something. Like, see what you like. Get all the value out of it that you can because you don't need a quarterback.
Right.
And honestly, the quarterbacks are probably the top 2 guys gonna come off the board in this draft.
Let me say this before I get to y'all, Rhonda and Mike. Now we know trends that happen with GMs when they come in. If they didn't draft a quarterback, sometimes they would like, let me put my stamp on the organization. Let me draft the guy that I think and put my stamp on it. He didn't draft Justin Fields. I'm going to play this press conference, and a reporter asked him about Justin Fields being a quarterback, and this is what he said. I'm gonna pull this up, and we're gonna analyze it.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had good conversations. I'm excited for the direction he's going, and as I mentioned before, he knows where he has to improve. I think you mentioned that the other day. So we're excited about his development and where he goes next. He showed ability to be impactful with his legs. There's flashes with his arm. Now, if we can put that together, I think we have something really good.
Because you have the first pick, there are people that sit there and go, a quarterback might be available there. You're saying Justin's your guy.
Well, we're going to do the same as we've always done. We're going to evaluate the draft class. And I would say this, I'd have to be absolutely blown away to make that type of decision.
Ryan, specifically, do you want to see Justin Fields get better as a passer?
Yeah, just as a passer, just for things to slow down mentally and then be able to react and anticipate quicker. Obviously, with that, we also have to continue to build around him so that he can do that consistently as well.
What did you learn about him just watching him kind of?
I'm gonna stop it right there. As he said, he would have to be blown away. Now, I also will say this: we know that when it comes to the NFL draft, nobody really wants to show their hand. All of this could be lip service. He could be telling the truth. Rhonda, Justin Fields came from your school, Ohio State, the school that you love. What do you think about what he said? Do you think he's telling the truth, or do you think it's lip service?
A GM should say, Justin Fields is our guy. We're going into the draft to get the things to build around him to make this team better. Like Vic just said, how many games did you all lose by a touchdown or less? That's a wide receiver. That's 100 yard per game running back. We feel me? So you get rid of Austin, and you get Bryce because everybody's like, oh, Bryce. You get Bryce. He still ain't got nobody to throw to. He's still throwing to me and you. Okay? He still don't have nobody to throw to. He still don't have nobody on the line protecting him. Bryce ain't the Lord Jesus himself. So how is he gonna do anything different with that offensive line with them? Justin made the comment, them boys that's catching balls out there right now for Chicago, they wouldn't have made the 6th string at Ohio State. Y'all know he wasn't lying. Just if most of your games have been a touchdown or less, you are a offensive player, not your quarterback, away from winning all of those games.
Let me get Mike in here. Mike, Ryan Poles, we got him from y'all's organization. Even though he wasn't the GM, he was in the mix. I actually like him saying what he said as far as we're going to do our due diligence. I don't like him. I don't want him to say Justin Fields is for sure our guy. Even though I want Justin Fields as my quarterback, I want him to play the game. Don't give up his whatever he's thinking. What do you think? This guy coming from your organization, do you think he wants to put his own stamp? What if he think Bryce Young is a better passer than Justin Fields? That could be possibly true. What do you think about that?
Hey man, Justin's the guy, bro. They keeping Fields. I don't even know. I think that's just lip service, bro. I mean, you got the number 1 pick, man. You got to do something. They don't want that pick, bro. They want to move back, so they gonna gas it up just like how they got gassed up before they took Trubisky. So, you know, I'm saying, you know, I'm gassing up all them quarterbacks, you know. But they got to get the talent for Fields. Yeah, they get the talent for Fields. He gonna be all right, man. Fields the guy. The fans in love with him. And then, like I said, he was out there with bologna, bro. Get that man some steak, man. Give him some couple ribeyes, man. And the Bears is gonna be right back. You know what I'm saying, in the mix.
And I would say this. As a diehard Bears fan, this is the first time we've ever been excited about a young QB that we drafted. I've been through the Cade McNowns, Rex Grossman, and that we have never been excited like this. Whether Fields is the passer that he needs to be right now, the bottom line is he's box office. You can sell tickets just by him playing. When he didn't play this last game, I didn't even want to watch. But if Fields would have played, I'm tuning in because we didn't stand runs that he didn't get already.
By week 6, win or lose, the Bears was must-see TV, boy.
Yes.
With Justin, bro, man had 100 yards in the first quarter. Like, that's crazy.
And he would have broke the record if they wouldn't have kept him out the last game.
I think he got 111 yards right for the season, which is like an NFL record.
And he could have got it.
So just imagine another good off season, good coaching on developing him, you know what I'm saying, as a passer or I ain't gonna just say a passer, as a playmaker. Because man, hey, if you don't have a guy like Fields and these young guys that can be mobile, man, you're not going nowhere in this day and age NFL, to me personally. Your traditional pocket passer, that's Stone Age to me.
Right.
The only one that's just making it look good is Brady, and that's just Brady. I mean, but nobody's really saying he ain't looking there. Right, exactly. I'm just saying as far as the traditional quarterback that just stand there in the pocket. I mean, you got Herbert, you got Josh Allen on the move, even Daniel Jones, Mahomes get on the move.
Yes.
Like Lamar Jackson, like these guys, you got to be mobile.
Hey, Vic.
But when he breaks containment,
right,
and he's dialing up, you know, circus plays or just off script plays, he got to hit some playmakers.
Yeah, and that's gonna be on polls to get them them playmakers. But Vic, I want to ask you this because, like I said, we the diehard fans in here. We the diehard fans. If Ryan Poles was to actually trade Justin Fields and draft the Bryce Young, and he get it wrong, somebody might try to kill Ryan Poles. Somebody might try to kill him.
Man, they're gonna be calling for money. Man, they're gonna be calling for money here. Hey, boy, you do that.
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
Hey, he do some stupid like that, if he does, I ain't gonna say stupid, but if he does that and it doesn't work out,
Yes.
man, you talking about moving to Arlington Heights? Yeah, all right. We're moving out there with no fans, buddy. I'm telling you.
Hey man, it's no room for setbacks right now, man. Everything needs to go forward and go up right now.
Like the first time ever, like you said, bro. Like you went back to the restaurant level. You know, I'm a little older than you, bro.
Yeah.
I've been back to when we drafted Jim Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mike Tomczak. Like I'm talking about the Mr. Bums. Doug Flutie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm old enough to see all these bums get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never playing up for me. Man, we won a Super Bowl with him, but he was not a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
We went to the Super Bowl with Grossman, but we really did because we went on the strength of an all-time great defense.
Yeah. We've never had
a running game with Tommy Jones and Cedric Benson. We had a nice 1-2 running back. We had a great offensive line.
This is the first time it's like we didn't caught up with the league. Finally, we didn't caught up with the league. We used to always be defense. We got us a mobile quarterback. Like Mike said, all these quarterbacks are mobile now that are successful. And so we finally caught up where we are in the mix. We in the mix finally with a quarterback. And if we were to trade that and for whatever reason it don't work out, oh man.
I'm with Mike though, bro. I think I get what you're saying, Al. You don't want him to come out and say Justin's guy, but Justin's his guy, man. He know what he got, bro. Yeah. He know what he got. Like if you go back and look what Justin did at Ohio State when he got protection, he had receivers, Chris Olave and these guys, bro.
Yeah.
All he did was throw. All of a sudden now y'all think he in the league, he can't pass. That's the most craziest thing I heard. He's finna reinvent the game. You get this man a line and to protect so he can throw.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable. If you get this man an offensive line, he's unstoppable. And I'm talking about throwing.
Yeah. And I hope they can mess up the trade because he didn't show anything. Go ahead, Rhonda.
If you get Bryce can't throw a football in 1 second. Bryce got a good offensive line at Alabama. So Bryce gonna be looking who's open. Who's gonna be open for him to go to less than what 2 to 3 seconds? Who's gonna be open? The same people that was not open when Jackson was looking for him.
Man, I hope Bryce
behind out there, he gonna get popped, and they're gonna have a Tua Kyler Murray situation.
I wish Bryce success in the NFL, bro. But if I was a team, I wouldn't want him in my QB. I don't want like them 5'9". I don't like guys shorter than 6 feet as my quarterback. That's just me personally. That's just me. I want me a guy who's gonna be able to take a few hits. I need a tough guy at the position. I'll be honest. I need a tough guy at the position. That ain't Bryce, bro. The NFL is different. You ain't gonna have them big old halls blocking for you like at Ohio State. Yeah, you got some good offensive linemen, but you're gonna have some great defensive linemen. You're gonna take some hits. Every quarterback take hits in this NFL.
I will say this though.
He got the ball for me. Like if I honestly me, I'm more of a CJ fan.
Yeah, he's a bigger quarterback. Yeah,
absolutely.
He's a bigger quarterback. I don't like I said, and I agree with y'all. Bryce Young, he's kind of small, and I like Justin Fields' size.
Yeah.
All he got to do is learn how to get out of bounds and slide more. Don't take too many hits. You know, but
you don't want to turn into RG3.
Right.
But I will say this. I agree with all of y'all, but I also believe there is a small chance that Ryan Poles does the dummy and trade Justin Fields because they got egos. These GM has ego. A lot of these GMs got egos. They like, I want to build my own. I didn't pick this quarterback. I want to put my own stamp on the organization. Hopefully Ryan Poles don't do that. But I said it's a small chance that he does. And you know, I hope he don't do it, but it's a chance.
Now that's small. The only small chance that you say though, bro. The thing about that is though, bro, is if he does that, he thinking he gonna have, like I said, he thinking he got the fans locked in long term, and that we're gonna sit and wait for this long term turnaround because now you're putting the rookie quarterback back in there. You're talking another year or two for him to develop to where Justin's already at.
Yeah,
Justin's nothing but 24 years old. Like, bro, it just don't make sense. Like, if he did that, bro, that'd really be ego, and that he'll get ran out of town eventually, bro.
You made a great point by saying by resetting. Like, this is Chicago, bro. This ain't no small market. We ain't about to sit around and keep doing 3 and 14s.
No,
that ain't gonna fly. Like, by next year, we got to see improvement. At least up to 6 wins. At least.
Right. You didn't sold me on letting all the good veterans go because they were breaking down here, and I get it. That was true. Now take this money that you was talking about and this draft and all that you talk about. It's go to work. You already got a quarterback. Everybody knew that before the season started, bro. Don't do the dummy. Build this team around this guy.
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen if he does do that? Justin is gonna go somewhere else where he has a good quarterback, a good offensive line. And
they come back and kill us.
Because I said from one, he was the best quarterback in the NFL, and I'm gonna say in the draft, and I stand by that.
Yeah. We're gonna move on. Go ahead.
From what he's shown in college, when you protect him and all that, I still think he's a great player, man. Like, the Bears haven't done that for him. Yeah. So I know, and to me, I think I know what he can do if you get him what he needs.
It's definitely gonna be interesting to see what they add with the money and the draft picks, and I hope they get a haul like y'all said. We got Super Wild Card Weekend coming up. Rhonda, you are a Miami fan. Y'all have to play Buffalo in Buffalo, and the status of fluid is going on right now. Do you think your team have any chance of beating Buffalo in Buffalo?
Okay, so that's an unfair thing. Like, you know how back in the day I would ask you how many games y'all can win, you would be, and I would say 8, and you're like, no, we'll be 6, and stuff like that. I want to be able to say it's going to be able to do what they need to go to Buffalo and beat Buffalo. But I'm skeptical. I don't think Tua's back. They said for sure if he's coming back. So we don't have Teddy Bridgewater. We had this boy that I don't know who his name is no more.
Thompson.
Cooley. Oh, Thompson.
Third string, because I don't even think Teddy Bridgewater back yet.
No, Teddy Bridgewater ain't back.
Championships with the third string quarterback. So I'm a little doubtful, but I'm gonna put on my teal and orange, and I'm gonna rap, and I'm gonna cheer for us, because we still got Tyreek. And I figured, if we still got Tyreek Hill, and he is the best boy in cleats in the NFL as far as I'm concerned. So it's like, and our defense, they got some dogs that they know how to keep it down. Everyone's like, oh, Miami going to the cold. These is grown men. They get paid millions of dollars. They know how to protect themselves from the cold and ball out for 60 minutes. So I'm not worried about that aspect of it. But, I just think without Tua, that is going to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Casey, I don't know how this playoff bracket works because Casey got the bye. I think they reseed after the first round, right? Because KC got to play the lowest seed. Is that correct, Mike?
Yeah. So we'll play anybody from 4 through 7.
Okay. So let me ask you this, man. Do you have a preference? I know that the typical thing is say it don't matter who you want to, it don't matter who we play, but who do you think would be the easier matchup? What would be the easiest role for KC? And I know excluding Miami, because I think they're going to get beat. We're going to exclude Miami because they not healthy. Tua not there. But besides Tua, what's the next one for KC? Who would you prefer to play?
I mean, I would, if you're gonna ask me like that, I would probably prefer to play Jacksonville. We already seen them. We beat them at home. They gave us a little, wrinkle here and there. But I mean, we played the Chargers twice, but I think they getting healthy, or they are healthy right now. And that's your division rival. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times. It's been done. Cincinnati beat us 3 straight times, but at the same time, that's still hard to do. They would come in Arrowhead, but I think the Chargers will have a lot of confidence coming in Arrowhead. For one, like I said, they're your division rival. They won at Arrowhead the last couple seasons. They didn't win this year, but 2 seasons before that they won in Arrowhead. So I think that would be a real tough matchup. But I think Jacksonville. I think we'll roll them.
Yeah. They're young too. Vic, looking at this bracket, man. Do you see any upsets in the first round? I think I got 2 possible upsets looking at it. Do you got any upsets in this bracket in the first round, wild card weekend?
I mean, would it be an upset if Tampa beat Dallas?
Technically, because I think Dallas is favored by
that'd
3.
be a major upset.
Oh, okay. Well,
to me that would be.
Because I mean, you have to ask when it comes down to Tom Brady, you have to ask these questions because that's everybody's go-to. I mean, you can playoff Brady, that's a different guy. Yada. You know what I'm saying? So I just ask these kind of questions as like a paraphrase. But hey, the Chargers are getting healthy. I thought that there was one time I would have probably took Jacksonville, bro. But honestly, there's one game that I do. I got the Giants over the Vikings. That's my upset special.
Yeah, I got that. That was one of the games I was looking at too, man. And let me look at the time again because
I got the Giants. I got the Giants over the Vikings, bro. I ain't impressed with the Vikings lately.
And we know Kirk Cousins for sometimes like in evening games, them afternoon, evening games, something crazy happened with him.
Here's the thing that I like the Giants bring against that Minnesota defense. You got a mobile quarterback, not a la Justin Jones, but still not Justin Fields, but still pretty good. Running the ball. He's improved as a passer this year. And then you got Saquon back here.
Yeah.
The running game keeps Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson off the field. I like the Giants in the upset.
Do you think Seattle surprised San Francisco because Garoppolo's not back?
No, not at all. You seen Brock Purdy been balling out, like
man. I hate that guy. Your boy, he wasn't even here, man. But yeah, San Francisco I think they look good in the NFC, man. They look good.
They're gonna roll Seattle. I would have loved to seen Green Bay get in again, even though I still would have picked the 49ers. I still would have just the entertainment factor of can Aaron Rodgers pull off something crazy. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved just to see it. But I still would have picked the 49ers. But they're gonna roll Seattle, man. They at the crib. Man, they got too much for Seattle, bro. Like
that defense is balling, man. That defense is balling. Their rookie. They run the ball enough where he's not asked to do too much, but manage the game, bro. It's just simple. It's just simple.
I would say this, Mike. What do you think about a possible upset, Jacksonville over San Diego? The only I'm not going to pick that, but the only reason I'm saying that they are at the crib. They are at the crib, and they have a Super Bowl winning head coach. Mike, am I crazy for thinking it's a possibility?
No, you're not crazy because Jacksonville rode the Chargers in LA 38-10 earlier this season.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
When the Chargers were, technically healthy, I want to say that was like week 5 or 6, something like that, So it can be done. I would say the upset that I got is the Cowboys over Tampa. I know it's crazy saying that's the upset, but I think the Cowboys gonna go ahead and get him out his way. And I think nobody's giving Minnesota no respect. I think Minnesota's gonna handle business at home.
Really?
Yeah, that's me. That's just me. And then, but every week it's a favorite that's gonna lose.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know who it is. I mean, I hate to say Frisco, right? Because they're so dominant. You know what I'm saying? But something's crazy gonna happen. It could be Miami. I love it. I love if it was Miami. Get Buffalo out the way. Because that boy Josh Allen is the truth.
Yeah, get them out the way. But hey,
but I don't see that. I don't see that.
Don't sleep on my man, Cool Joe down there, Joe Burrow, bro. Like some of
Cincinnati.
Oh no! I'm saying that, I ain't even saying about that because Baltimore's not beating them, so I'm not. That would be a surprise, and that would be an upset of the season.
You're right about that.
If Lamar comes back, you still don't think it's a chance? He can't pull no magic out his hat.
No, they don't have enough. They don't have enough firepower.
That's true. They I mean, for them to win, Lamar would have to come back. They would have to slow the game down, grind it out, like one of them ugly Baltimore games. Like
and you haven't played in months. You know what I'm saying, bro? You can't just come into a playoff atmosphere and then expect to run Cincinnati out the gym. No way.
That's
No
true.
way.
No.
No way.
So these are my upset picks. First of all, Dallas is favored by 3 against Tampa Bay.
Dallas is favorite? Okay,
Dallas
I didn't know
favored by
that.
3. I'm picking Tampa Bay. Like, I don't trust Dak Prescott. Like, I trust Tom Brady at the crib more than I trust Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott been playing like trash lately.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So I got Tampa the upset. I'm picking the Giants, like Vic said. I'm picking the Giants over Minnesota, and I think that's it. And I got my eye open on that Jacksonville game, but I can't call it.
I do too, but hey, bro, one thing I can say about the Chargers, and I still, like I said, I picked Kansas City at the beginning of the year in the AFC, and I'm still picking with them.
Yeah.
But boy, the Chargers, I look around when they healthy, bro. I don't see many weaknesses on anywhere. I'm talking about both sides of the ball, man. That team, when they healthy, they are pretty damn good, man.
I thought they would be better on the defense, though. Like, I thought they would be better with Mack and Bosa. You know what I'm saying? Derwin James.
Mack been in and out of the lineup all year, bro.
Yeah, well, that's typical. That's what we dealt with. That's what we dealt with.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, but I think it's about. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mike. What you got?
I think the NFL obviously, is about, maximizing their dollars and their viewers, right?
Right.
So the reason why I picked the Cowboys, I mean, Tampa Bay, you 8-9. Nobody really want to see Tampa Bay. They not at their full strength. They not how they used to be, right? Cowboys, listen. Cowboys and Eagles would be dynamic because they didn't have Hurts earlier, and they didn't have Prescott in those 2 matchups. Dallas and Philly, that's a divisional rival. That's a divisional game they want to see. Cincinnati's not losing. The Buffalo's not losing. They want to see that matchup again. That's going to be the divisional round. Cincinnati at Buffalo, Dallas at Philly. That's what I'm going with.
Before I get to you, Ryder, let me explain why I disagree with what Mike just said. You know who they got in prime time on Monday?
Yeah, Monday night.
Tom Brady. Because everybody wants to see Tom Brady. They ain't got Dak Prescott prime time. Well, I guess they do because they play against him. But the reason why they are prime time is because of Tom Brady, not Dak Prescott.
But I trust Dallas front four to harass that offensive line and get after Brady. He's not going nowhere.
I agree.
He's gonna be right there. They don't have to do too much they don't have to worry about him breaking the pocket.
But I think I agree with you on that. But I also think we know Todd Bowles is a blitzer as well. And I think he might send some dogs at Dak. And Dak ain't been playing that great either.
It's gonna be a chess match.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be a low scoring. It's gonna be a low scoring chess match. And then I was wondering, Mike Evans was out last week. Maybe that was for rest to get ready. But that's something I'll keep an eye on because if they ain't got Mike Evans, it's gonna be hard pressed to get on pass on that Dallas defense right now.
But we know if it come down to a fourth quarter situation and Tom Brady has a chance to do that, you can't tell me you don't believe that Tom Brady is gonna bring it.
Nah, of course I believe it, but I believe in Michael Parsons too. Late in the game.
Now, see, I like what you're saying, but I feel like the quarterback have more say than defensive end. Like we can double, they can try to take Parsons, chip, double, do those type of things, and try to take care of him. But you know what? We'll see what happens between Michael Parsons, who have the bigger impact, right? With Michael Parsons.
But I'm saying Tampa Bay, if Tampa wins, they would probably go to Frisco. Man, don't nobody want to see that.
Hey, Rhonda, do you got it?
Don't nobody want to see that, man.
Yeah, that'll be ugly, man. I wouldn't mind seeing San Fran beat Dallas down, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
I wouldn't mind seeing San Fran beat down them Cowboys anyway, man.
If Tom Brady do go to San Francisco might send him to retirement. Rhonda, do you got any upsets in these playoffs?
I as much as I am a Miami fan, I really want to see. I want to see my dad do good this year. I'm feeling a lot of love for both the Bengals and Buffalo this year round. So I kind of want to see them at the end of there in the AFC. That's what I want to see. Now, when we start talking about the NFC, I don't want to see Dallas. I don't want to see Tampa Bay. I don't want to see New York. I don't want to see Minnesota. So I don't know. That just
She just don't want to see. She don't want to see nobody. Like you gotta
She
see.
just don't like the NFC. She don't want to see no NFC game.
Right.
I don't. You know what? I don't want. One thing I would like for, like he said, for Dallas to get all the way through to get to the Eagles, and then right before they think they're really going to the Super Bowl, and they get to blowing up Facebook, and their fans get to talking all that smack, they just lose because they had that mediocre quarterback. Yeah, and that's so hateful coming from a part. But yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's what I would like to see.
That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about. I know you're gonna be mad at me, but that's how I feel about your boy, the running back from Ohio State that played for them two, Zeke. I'd have never paid him. I feel like Zeke overrated too. He's the reason why the Cowboys get held back too.
Oh yeah, his numbers since he's been in the league, his numbers decline every season.
Every year.
Yeah, you know how that go. You know how that go, man. The running back, the shelf life ain't that long. But Tony Pollard been balling out though.
Yeah, but Tony Pollard been going this way. He's been going up.
Yeah.
Zeke, his numbers is every season. Like how your numbers drop every season.
He ain't that old either, bro.
He not. But, you know, running back with tackle sometimes.
What he been in the league? What, 6 years?
Something like that.
How long is the playoffs been? The playoffs 2014. So 14 was when they won the playoffs. So he's been in the league since like 14 or 2015.
15, like 7 years. This was his 7th year. Yeah.
Well, look, man, we got it through, man. The technology try to hold us down, but we got it through. Mike, you know you got to come back next week for this KC game. Once we find out who KC gonna play, we gonna definitely get that in again, man. But I appreciate all y'all coming through, man. We made it through. Technology trying to hate on us, but we made it through. We gonna
we did that.
We're gonna be in the text. We're gonna be in the text checking out these picks. We got it all documented. Okay. But yeah, we about to get up. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week. We out.
I bet.
Allen Pass.